For those of you guys who are watching the show and not listening, I'm holding up a soap opera digest from literally 22 years ago. My buddy, Sean Kanan, on the cover. He's been on the cover several times. This was back in 2001, Deacon's Shocking New Lover. That's him and Brooke by my other friend, Catherine Kelly Lang. It's nice and thick. We'll say it's about 128 pages long. All the soap operas in it. Another World, Port Charles, Wanting to Live, All My Children, The Scorecard. Well, I talked to my friends, Cassie DePaiva. They talked to my friend Jennifer Bassi. I mean, just like Tamara Tooney, I just love it. Classic Lines. That was the one I always loved. The Classic Lines. Let's see. A little too long. I'm going to read right now. But anywho's it. As you probably heard by now, if you haven't, Soap Opera Digest will be stopping its weekly publication, the first time in nearly 50 years. It is going to become, I guess, a quarterly or every once in a while special print ones. And I look back and I think about this because it's actually nearly, I mean, I'm a little older than Soap Opera Digest by a few years. But I've been reading it a long time. I used to have a whole bin of Soap Opera Digest from every week since 1987. I had to get rid of them because it was just too much. I think I gave them to a Goodwill or whatever. I kept a few. This one I just found this one with happening with my friend Sean Kane on the cover just like the other day in my storage unit. Soap Opera Digest, it really is an end of an era. I mean, there was Soap Opera Weekly, there was daytime TV news, there was ABC Soap and Dev, CBS Soap and Dev, and there were so many different publications, but Soap Opera Digest was the Bible. Soap Opera Digest was the standard. So what's in my hair? Soap Opera Digest was the place. You wanted to be in that magazine. You wanted to cover in a magazine. You wanted to have them associated with you. The networks trusted the magazine. You got your news, your gossip, and everything in between from the magazine. It makes me think about also other ends of eras of the newsstand. If you're from New York or San Francisco or LA or Chicago, you know there's newsstands out there and in LA. And I used to go to one on Cahuenga between Hollywood Boulevard and Sunset Boulevard. And they were there for like 40 years. I used to go there as a teenager, and I used to come down to LA and I always stop by there at nighttime. That's where all the action happened, and get all my magazines, which include my soap magazines. And when that finally shut down a few years ago, right before the pandemic, and one of my girls who was there for years, I mean, she was there for years, and there was a guy who was there for years too. I had to say goodbye to them, which was kind of nice. But it was some symbolism for me. You come, go to your newsstand, you get your magazines. For me, a lot of times, either I'm reading magazines. I took trains to work, or buses, things to work. So I read them there, or read them in the bathroom with the crapper, or whatever. But you got your news. This is also, these magazines were very important for a lot of reasons because there was no social media. So you didn't have the access to the actors that we have now. But I noticed it was getting smaller and smaller, the magazine, less pages. And, I know sort of folks behind the scenes that work there. I sat next to one at the Emmys, and he was great, and we had a great time interviewing people. I've never been in a magazine. I've never had any of my stuff featured in the magazine. Of all the work that I've done for the daytime community, never a mention, never anything. And now it looks like it probably will never even happen. And that was something that I always aspired to. And I had criticisms for the magazine there over the years, openly. I will not admit that, as many others did too. But still, it was recognized as the industry leader. Magazine sales are down for everything. Just happens. Even I don't read magazines as much as I used to. But I guess it's one of those things where you're just like, wow, even if you don't watch it anymore, you just it's always on. It's still comforting to know. But that's done. So I understand, and I totally get it why they have to cut back and cut down and cut out. The world's changed. My mother just got a Yellow Pages the other day, an actual physical Yellow Pages. Was like really small. I don't think it should be thick. You can like stand on them or hit people with them or whatever. Just kidding. We'll stand on them. but they're now it's like little skinny publications. Entertainment Weekly went out that route. A lot of them are just doing digital, just fine. But Entertainment Weekly went out. People still does theirs, but it's much thinner. Rolling Stone is now just once a month. It's actually tells you that kind of like it. It's still good. I read that one. There are very few that are just every week. And I mean, I guess I get it, but I want to give a little. I'll give my own salute. Even though, as I said, I've had problems with Silver Digest, but it was the industry leader, and it was something that we all aspire to. And I wish them whatever the next chapter, how it's going to play out for them, success. I'm James Lott Jr. This is Daytime Today, and I will talk to you next time.